When someone asks, why do you love anime? Usually, only one thought that comes to mind. Anime is entertaining. Okay, that's not the only reason, but whenever I hear that question, the mind wanders back to the days when anime wasn't so loved like it is now. Cause anime has become so popular that it has taken over since the EU generation. Since the I watch anime but can't really speak of it generation. You know? Don't want no one know. Don't want nobody know. Then you'll find at least a handful of people, you know, that remembers these days, you know, clearly. You know? They remember these days or how it felt to be in that community. How it felt to be someone that enjoyed watching anime back in them times, you know? I mean, back in them days when Naruto was taking over the internet, blood, yeah? Yo, those were some of the best moments in anime history, in my opinion. Yeah, you had moments like when Naruto finally turned into the Ninetales. Bruv,
I'm gonna kill you.
Them was internet breaking time bloods, you know? You know, like now you have where Onepiece, Luffy vs Kaido, that's breaking the internet. Them times, yo, that would have broken the internet as well. And then, you know, it also makes me think, it also makes me wonder about when haters finally realized that anime is something nice to watch. So that anime is kind of interesting, that anime gives them similar to what they watch in TV shows and movies. But back in them times, you know, you had people calling anime cartoon. You know, you had haters. You know, you had people that was too afraid to even say that they liked watching anime. And you know, this only even got worse. It got more serious when anime of the same caliber of like One Piece, Naruto started popping up, you know? When these animes started popping up left, right, and center, you had moments within these animes that can be categorized, bro. You got moments like these went down in history that can be categorized as the most memorable moments that pulled in millions of new fans across the world, you know? You had moments like Naruto vs. Pain.
And now, this world shall know pain. Almighty push.
Yo, that shit was mad. You had Hinata's death blood when she went up into this, when she tried saving Naruto, and Pain, yo, fling her up into the sky and back down, bro. Naruto went into fucking rage mode. Best times. You had Ichigo going bankai for the first time, blood. You had Luffy hitting Gear Second, which was no fucking joke. That shit was madness. And these are just only a few times when anime went absolutely crazy on the fucking internet, blood. And also when haters became fans. Well, silent fans, most of them, because I think during them times, you still couldn't really, you know, the genre was going through a transition, you know, it was going through a phase, you know. That's when anime was starting to bubble. Anime still wasn't really publicly, you know, announced by anyone, you know. No one ain't gonna shout it from the rooftops. You know, these people, these haters, now slightly transitioning into, oh, anime is something cool. They're like undercover fans, you know. They couldn't really say that they liked anime, you know. That's because those times were still in its early days, its early phases. Anime was still just coming out of its shell and finding its way into the Western society, the Western realm, so to speak. But still, no surprises, you know? No surprises there. It was taking its time to come from Japan, you know, and how time progressed. It was mainly because of how internet was as well. So there was no surprise there. Because if you kind of look back at how technology advanced over time, you'll notice anime and basically everything media kind of flowed right beside it. Yeah, I mean, this started back in 1998 and the 2000, when the excitement surrounding internet went into fucking overdrive, blood. Yeah, this caused a massive leap, a fucking leap, bruv, into new technologies and also how the media could be consumed over the world. Yeah, these days I think we're called the .com bubble, bruv, you know. And with this newfound technology, you then had simulcasting in like different media. You had Cartoon Network popped up and saw the potential of this newfound technology. Even though they originally started back in October 1992, they quickly saw what going on. And just a quick side note, yeah. I think recently Cartoon Network, they made a decision to shut down their website. I think that was August the 8th. I literally just recently, that's like 9 days ago from me recording this video, yeah. Just to give you guys a time span of 1992 to 2004. They've been conquering. They knew what was going on, and they took over that market. They took over that revenue, you know. Anyways, back to where we were. So I think Cartoon Network, like I said, Cartoon Network started in October 1992. You then had programs called Toonami. You had Toonami, blood, yeah. And Toonami, I think, came on television and they were broadcasting alongside. It's like a program. Toonami was like a program on Cartoon Network, yeah. And Toonami ran from 1997 until September the 20th, 2008. Yeah. And best believe me, bruv, Toonami had it locked down. Bruv, Toonami had it locked down. Every time after school, we going rushing home. Yo, bruv, I ain't hanging out. Man's going yard. Yeah, man's going yard to see what Guan, to see what Naruto is doing, see what Onepiece is saying, you know? Bruv, those were some good times, blood, some good fucking times. Because, like I said, during them times you had animes like Naruto, which was released back in 2002. You had Bleach, I think that was released in 2007. You had One Piece, fucking OG, still holding it down as the champion to this day, 2024, bruv, still running. And I think they started back in 1999 October, bruv. You even had Dragon Ball Z, Cowboy Bebop, Yu Yu Hakusho, bruv, Inuyasha, and even Sailor fucking Moonblood. Yeah, Toonami, that man was holding it down. Bruv, those were some good times, man. And now looking back and thinking about everything as a kid with no stress, no worries, no bills to pay, mental health isn't spiraling out of control, social media not brain fucking us every fucking time of the day, you know, ain't making us make decisions, you know, YouTube not taking over the I wanna be rich era, bruv. These were some good times to be an anime fan, in my opinion, yeah. Even though at that time you still couldn't shout it from the rooftops. It was still good time. It was still, in my opinion, good time to be an anime fan. So let's fast forward to COVID 2019. The Netflix, Crunchyroll streaming and simulcasting times, bruv, yeah? Obviously, Crunchyroll started way before that. I think Crunchyroll started sometime 2026. Like, bro, I'm gone in the future. They started 2006. And I think Netflix started, Netflix started for a while. Netflix was doing doing CDs and deliveries, I think. But I believe they went to the cloud in 2007. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, but yo, those were some good times, you know. And in, like I said, in COVID 2019, when these time was going on, COVID-19, these were troublesome times, you know. The media took a dip in viewership, and this was due to not being able to make TV shows or movies anymore because no one could fucking go out, bruv. You know, they potentially could get COVID, you know. These was peak times, bruv. You stayed in your yard. Boredom had reached sky fucking high blood, literally. I mean, even mental health was like rocketing through the roof, bro. Everybody was feeling the brunt of COVID, bro. Everyone was feeling it heavy. You know, these was like, I think mental health, I don't know, probably was reaching world record moments, yeah. And during these times, some people had reached a crossroad, you know, where they had time to now look into themselves, you know, work on parts of themselves that really and truly they needed to work on. But because they ain't got no 9 to 5 wasn't taking them away from deep in areas of themselves that they needed fixing, yeah, truly needed fixing, you know. So COVID gave you time to really look deep within. And with that also came the increase of anime viewers, because some individual had now developed their fucking backbone, where the negative opinions of others had now became irrelevant. Yeah, because now you start looking into yourself. Now you have time to really deep shit. Now you have time to think that brother's opinion is fucking dog shit. You get me? I don't need to listen to that guy. He's saying anime shit. I don't really need to listen to you. You know, I can make my own decision. I can watch it and think to myself, is this something that I want to watch? You know, so during COVID, there was a shift. You know, the quantum realm started to bubble. You know, shit started to change. The Mandela effect was hitting, bruv. Yeah, so everyone that originally thought that they hated anime due to the opinions of others, they had finally reached a fucking crossroad. Yeah, bruv. That's when they had no TV shows. You know, they had no drama show. They had no soap opera, no romance, no action, no more mysteries to watch. Just plain old blank TV screen, bruv. Yeah, they ain't got nothing to watch. And everything that probably was on at that time, they probably had grown tired of it. They probably had seen it bare times. Now that's where anime came in. It rolled in like a breath of fresh air. Yeah, anime came in like a breath of fresh air, bro. Like a savior coming to their rescue. It's shown these confused anime, now slightly healed, due to having time to look into themselves, that all these TV shows or movie they originally watched with no negative opinions to hold them back, they finally saw that anime also offered the same. And to be honest with you, sometimes anime even give you more, you know? The same shit you'll find in TV shows, movies, your soap opera, your rom-com, your romance, whatever, anything that was made, you probably find it in anime. You probably will find shit that you never believe would be in anime. So when people ask, why do you love anime? It's fucking clear, bruv. It's the same reason why anime haters become fans. And this is not because they were bored or they needed some entertainment. Nah. It's because for 24 minutes, 12 to 118 episodes, OG, like their TV show or movie, it gave them a moment to escape from this shitty world we live in. We as humans had become more in tune with how we feel and how we analyze that and how we calculate. Anime gives us time to be free. free from the stress of this world, the bills that need paying, the relationships during COVID and after that weren't worth saving. It's time to just sit back, relax, and watch something extra fucking ordinarily different that we simply just forget.